I was trying to install 7.5 on my other computer, and I
Uh-huh.
couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Couldn't install the GUI in my other computer.
Actually, my system is taking bit time today,
Yeah, I heard.
so let's wait for a couple of minutes. Uh, okay, so can you see it?
Yep.
Yeah. We have one transaction for specification workbench. So that is CG02BD. Okay. So this is the important transaction whenever we are talking about specification workbench or class characteristics assignment and then phase management. So all these things we need to consider in this
Can,
transaction, that is
can
CG02BD.
can you copy and paste it on your chat and also show
Yeah.
me how to get there using the IMG if you don't mind?
Yeah. Sure.
I
That
like
I
to
will
use
do
the
it.
I like to use the IMG better because
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
helped me understand where things are.
Sure. Here I can see it over here.
What is it? See,
Got it, right?
got it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. So yeah, first I will directly go to this transaction and then we'll show you the path of this transaction, okay? By IMG reference IMG, yeah. So this is the transaction we have. Okay, so once you get into this particular transaction, you will be having this screen, okay?
Yep.
Where in the left hand side you will be if you see, there are different categories, like categories of specification, whether it is substance or whether it is dangerous goods or whether it is agent type, so something like that. Different specification categories we have.
Can you make your screen larger? It's a little small. I'm on my laptop and it's a little small.
Okay,
Please, if you don't mind,
okay.
make it at least half a page. That way I can see a little better.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I don't have my big screen connected today, so it's a little
Okay,
small.
okay, okay. So I will expand this section so that it will be easy for you.
Okay, yeah, so I can see now. Okay.
So is it visible?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So whatever you are seeing in the left hand side, right? Substance, dangerous goods, classification, agent, waste code, packaging material. So these are the different specification categories. Okay. We have
Is
different specification categories.
are these categories by default by
Yeah,
SAP?
by default. This is by default. This is standard
By
SAP.
default.
Correct. This is by
Thank you.
default.
Thank
This
you.
is standard SAP. In everywhere, in every client or every organization, you can see the same options. Okay, substance,
Great.
DGM, agent, waste code, packaging material. So standard SAP is providing only these categories of different specifications. Okay,
Thank
you
you.
won't see the other category apart from this one. So this
Okay.
is the standard one. So if we come to right hand side, we'll be having one category and one tab called specification, wherein our specification number will be displayed over here. Then the second tab is specification categories, like agent we have selected for this case. Let us say if I select here substance category. So it will by default it will contain it will the category will be changed to substance. Okay, in the next tab. Then we have authorization group. Okay, so for example, okay, let me go to here. Okay, so if you know, right, if you are aware of these things, so we are having authorization management in SAP standard SAP. So wherein we can manage the authorization of the particular specification type or particular PLM objects to the particular group of users or a single group or a single user. Okay, so that we can manage over here. Like if, for example, in your enterprise there are so many departments like R&D and then quality, production, manufacturing, sales, finance. So like that different departments are there, right? So from that you need to provide the authorization of one particular specification like type, let us say raw material specification type is there, and you want to provide the authorization of accessing that raw material specification to the production guys or whatever the departments
To
who are
providing access to the specification document
correct,
itself.
correct. Not document. It's
Pero the SAP access to that substance.
correct. So let us say if you want to provide the access or authorization of the specification type to the one particular department, let us say R&D department or production department, so that you can manage over here. Like you will simply go here and you can just put okay authorization group, let us say all. So all, if you select all means access authorization for all business areas. So all the business people can access the specification, the whatever the specification we are going to select here. So all can
Okay,
access that
gotcha.
particular specification. So that is
Okay.
the basic purpose of having a okay. Internet connection is unstable. Just a minute.
Yeah, it's breaking up a little bit, but I
Uh,
understand. I understand. Okay, so you
yeah,
gave to all. You gave it to
yeah,
all.
yeah. Correct, correct. I get into all,
And
so
then the specification
I don't
type.
know. Correct. So here you can describe n number of specification type as per your requirement. Okay. So I'll quickly go to F4. The pick list I will open over here. And here if you see we have n number of specification types. Okay.
And these were
So we
entered by
have
these are entered by the configurator, or these are
correct.
standard. Okay, by
Configuration.
the
No, this is not
configuration.
standard. This is not
Yep.
standard.
Okay, thank you.
So we can do it. I will show you when we go to the configuration part. I will show you
Thank you. Thank
what
you.
is the path of maintaining this thing. Okay.
Yep.
So here you just remember with this thing, like we can have the n number of specification type. Okay, as per our business requirement. Let us say here if you see the specification type is allergen group. In the next column you can see the description of the specification type allergen group. Then we have basic material, then batteries and dangerous goods, diet group, and so on. Okay, so many raw material and pure substance, and then real substance, religious certificate. So n number of specification type you can have it in your system. Okay, chemical substance, chemical compound, item category, surface material, so on.
Yep. Got it. Got it.
So it's completely depends on your business requirement. Okay.
Yep. Sure. Sure.
So if you see here, we have RDA, recommended daily dietary allowance, religious certificate. So maybe you are aware of this thing, RDA and all these things, right? Some like as per the like every country is having their own RDA predefined RDA, like recommended dietary allowance. If you are going to process some particular product, let us say chocolate, or you are going to manufacture, or you are going to do R&D on some particular pharmaceutical drug. So in that case, some recommended, dietary allowance is to be predefined by the local regulation of that particular country. Okay, so we need to follow the whatever the RDA predefined RDA allowance as per the regulations of the country.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Okay, so that is the case. So I will do one thing. I will quickly. Okay. In the next section, you will be having validity area, like from which validity area, from which date your particular specification, that particular specification is valid, okay, or not valid. So that you can identify in the next section, and then we'll be having status tab over here. So okay, okay,
In progress. Okay, this is the status of the specification.
correct,
Yeah.
correct, correct. So basically, like in standard SAP, these are the statuses which is SAP is providing. Okay, SAP has provided a provision to have the different statuses for the specification management, so that we can, we will get to know the current status of the specification. So let us say, if you are a product manager or spec manager, and you are, what you can say, you are already working on particular specification, you are in development mode, or you are currently developing that particular specification. So at that time you doesn't want to, you doesn't want interfere of someone else to your specification. Okay, so what you will do is you will simply go and make the status of that specification is in development. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
and the identifier description, short description, you can put like, don't edit this specification, development in progress, or something like that. So
Yeah. I
whenever the,
understand.
yeah, whenever the
I
other
understand.
person, yeah, whenever the other person will come into the system, and if he is doing his work by using your specification, so he can understand, okay, I mean, I don't need to touch this specification, because Philip is already developing this particular specification, he's working on something. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Understood.
definitely we'll get to know
And
that.
usually, who does this in a
uh,
typical role? This will be the
Specification managers are usually doing these things.
specification managers. Okay.
Yes, yes,
Fair
yes,
enough.
yes.
Fair enough.
So similarly, we are having in process and for release. Like, if you do the validation and now you are going to, like, you are ready to release the specification. So in that case, we are having for release status, non-critical change released. Okay, so like that, different statuses we have in the
Yeah. Yeah.
SAP spec management. So okay, so here we'll be having usage tab. If you go here, we'll be having number of usages, like whatever the usages we have maintained in the system. So this is also configuration setting, so that we'll be having like rating, and then just a minute, this is rating. uh, okay, so usage is nothing but our validity area. So I will go here. Okay, so yeah, so here in the second column, if you see validated area means the country code, like I for Ireland, IL for Israel, IN for India, or something like that. Okay.
Okay.
So from here you will get to know, okay, so these are the total list of validated areas which we maintain into the system. So by using that, this criteria also, you can search your specification. Like, for example, if you want to search the specification which is only relevant to the USA region, so you simply go here and select USA region, and then okay, here system is stucking.
And which module is this within SAP?
Sorry.
Which module?
Module means, I don't understand. Like,
If
this is
this is
specification.
MM, if
This
this
is
is SD, or this is just PLM, where in the tree?
PLM itself. PLM itself. I will show you
PLM.
whether we are. You
All
are
right,
asking
good.
like where we are maintaining these validity areas, right?
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah, yeah.
PLM itself will be having one settings for maintaining validity areas, list of validity areas. So there we are maintaining these all the validity areas. Okay. I don't understand. This is okay. This is not. I mean, okay. Okay. So that is a thing. That is usage. This one. Okay, restriction criteria for search. Okay. Okay, so here if you see the next section is restricting criteria for search, wherein I mean you can restrict the use of that particular specification type. Okay, on the basis of the name, number of specification, chemical formula, regulatory list, material, and identifier description.
So
Okay,
what are you
and the
doing?
material
Searching?
descriptions.
What are you doing? Searching or creating?
Sorry.
What are we?
Yeah.
Are we creating a new specification or
No, no,
searching?
no. I'm just giving you the overview of the
The
screen
overall
first of
view
all.
of the okay of the fields, the meaning of the
Yeah, of the
fields.
field.
Gotcha.
Correct,
Okay.
correct,
Okay.
correct. I mean,
Okay.
because this is the first step, right? After that only you can understand all these things.
Yep.
So I'm
Sure.
just giving you the. I have given you the overview of the first section, then second section. Now I am explaining the third section.
Yep.
So later on, I will go and I will show you the how the system. I mean, I will just click on display of any of the specification type, and then once we get into that specification type, I will explain you the whatever the relevant things are there in the system with respect to the specifications. Okay,
Got it. Got it. Got it. Yep.
and then if needed, we will go to create a new specification in front of you. No issues.
Great. Great. Great.
I don't know, my system is stuck because of some like network issue, I guess. Okay. Okay. So what I'm saying is, I mean, you can restrict the use of specification type on the basis of you can put a name of the particular user or number or chemical formulas, regulatory list, material description, material number, and identifier. For example, if you want to restrict the use of any specification type, that you can manage over here by putting, okay, by putting this different criterias. So now what I will do is I will quickly go to specification type, and I will press on F4 this quickly option. Maybe I can use some particular specification type. Any specification type I will take. Maybe I will take package one. Packaging specification type we have. So now I have to click on display it button. So that is the second button from here, the top left
Yep.
hand side.
Yep.
Okay. System is somewhere. Wait. So system performance issues are there. Okay, so can you see it? Can you see
Yes,
my
we can.
screen? Okay.
Yes.
So what I will do is I will mm, expand this right hand side section so that it would be visible for you. Uh, okay. So if you see here, the upper side, the package is your specification type. Okay. We have opened one packaging type specification. In
Yep.
the next tab, you can see the specification ID.
Yep.
Okay, 000 star 830. So now definitely the one question will come to your mind, definitely, right? The obvious question, like how system is getting this particular specification ID. Is the I mean are we doing something in the configuration side, or by default system is considering this number, right? So
Yep.
that is a configuration setting. Like on the basis of configuration settings, the system is going to create a specification ID accordingly. Okay,
Yep. Yep.
so
Yep.
that I will show you when we are discussing on the configuration part.
Sure.
The second thing is the description of the specification, like quantity, no logback, something specification is there, right? So, okay, give me 2 minutes. I'll just have a water, glass of water, and I'll just come back. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, hi Philip. Uh, Sorry. Okay. So what I was saying is, yeah. So we'll be having different sections here. If you see specification header, and then we'll be having restrictions, identifiers, references, material assignment, statuses, relationships. Okay. So we will see. I mean, whenever we are talking on specification management, we need to be very clear on this part. Okay. After that, only you can understand all the linkages of the specification with the other things. Okay.
Yeah,
So specification header, restriction, and these are the standard tabs. Okay, it won't be change. Like it won't be change anywhere. Like it will be the same. Okay, across. So I will come to specification header. So in specification header, basically we will be getting the specification ID. Okay, and the specification category, whatever the specification category we have chosen initially, whether it is dangerous goods, or whether it is raw material, whether it is substance, whether it is
yeah,
packaging. So
yeah,
that category you can have in the basic specification header data. And then the next thing is specification type. Whatever the specification type we have opened, that you can get it over here. And then
yeah,
substance nature is the second thing, and the authorization group, like what kind of authorization you have chosen for at the time of creating this specification.
yeah,
That information you can get it from over here, specification header. Then the next section, if you see, the administrative data is there, wherein you can see the person who has created, or who was responsible to create this specification. So
yeah,
the
yeah,
that name of that person you can see over here,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
which date he has created that date, that particular specification, that date you can see, and who has last changed the specification, and which date, what date they have changed it. So that also you can get it over here. Okay, so on the basis of that you can get an idea. Okay, so you, if for example, suppose you have created one specification today morning. Okay, so tomorrow maybe one of your colleague go to the same specification, he has changed some data in the specification. So apparently you can you observe, like, okay, somebody has changed the data definitely in the specification. So but you want to know, like, who has changed, why he has changed, or how he has changed. So from this information you can get an idea, like, okay, this person
sure.
has changed the
Yeah,
data,
yeah,
and for this reason, and then which date he has changed the data. So that and all the here. Okay, specification header data. Hello.
yeah. I'm here. I'm here. I'm listening. I'm
Yeah,
listening.
yeah, yeah. Am I audible? You are understanding, right? I'm what
I'm
I'm trying to
listening.
say.
Yeah. Okay. It's all
Yeah, yeah,
good.
yeah. So this is clear, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So the next thing is restriction tab. Okay. Here, what we are going to do is restrictions means, as I said earlier, we are having different ratings. Okay, ratings I have not explained, right? So I will go to rating. Okay, what I will do is I will go here in this transaction, and maybe Okay. So if you see here, there is a list of rating, right? Customer, dangerous goods, hazardous, internal label. So basically, rating is an important function when we are creating a new specification. Okay. So this is mandatory field which we need to either
Yeah.
we need to choose or we need to select. Okay, at the specification initial
Yep. Yep.
screen. So what is rating? Rating is nothing but the purpose of specification. Why we are creating specification? What is the purpose of creating this specification? So
Gotcha.
we can differentiate the different purposes on which we have on the basis of that we have created a different kind of specification. So if you see here, rating customer, dangerous, hazardous, internal label. So customer means release for customer. So customer, I mean customer purpose we have created this specification kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So dangerous, if it is dangerous specification, if it is related to dangerous goods, so in that case we are going to select the rating as dangerous. If it is hazardous, then we will be selecting hazardous. If it is for internal purpose, then we can use internal. So this is basically
Yep. Yep. Yep.
signifying the purpose of the specification. If we are going to use for label,
Yep.
so we
Yep.
can use a label. If it is for public means all body. Normally we are going to use public as a rating because we are not restricting at
Yep.
rating level. Okay, so normally usually in SAP PLM spec workbench we are selecting public rating usually. Okay, but apart from that we have these standard ratings which SAP is providing, like target values, reach compliance, and internal use only, and these other stuff, customer, dangerous goods and hazardous substances. Okay, so
Gotcha.
this is
Yep.
nothing
Yep.
but this one ratings. So okay, again I will go to this because that point I missed out. So what I wanted to explain that thing. Okay, so now we come to restrictions. So for example, if you are working, let us say you are working for an organization, okay, wherein you are having multiple plants across the different locations, like you are having 10 different plants in 10 different countries, and you are as a specification manager you are working in Australia. For Australia you are responsible for Australian plant. Okay, so for example, as a specification manager, as a R&D, for R&D department, you are going to develop one new specification. Let us say raw material specification you are going to create or you are going to develop. So as a part, as a specification manager for Australia region, okay, you are okay. You have created one new specification, raw material specification, but you at the same time you doesn't want like somebody will come from another region, let us say from India region, some super user or some another spec manager will come from another region, and you doesn't want that these people
To
will
see
go
it.
and edit the data of specification whatever you
Okay.
have maintained.
Okay.
Okay, you doesn't
Yep.
want
Yep.
to the interference of these guys.
So
So in that case,
restriction is access. It's access to restriction is just access to the spec.
correct, correct. So in that
Okay.
case, what you
Okay.
can do is you will just simply go here in the restriction tab, and in restriction tab you can simply, I mean, select the category valuation area category or validity area. Let us say
Yep.
if you select validity area as Australia, reg AU Australia, so only Australian user can able to access this specification. So apart from that, no other, I mean, user specific to other regions will not be able to touch that specification at all.
Okay.
So
Okay.
your specification will be safe. Okay.
Yep.
So that how that kind of thing we need to ensure, we will ensure by using this particular tab restrictions.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I
Because
will
before we selected all, right? But now we're restricting it.
no. See, authorization means all users for Australian region. Okay, but here we are restricting by,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But
So
you know what
all
I'm
means,
saying? We selected all in another field, right? We
yeah,
didn't
yeah. No,
create
no.
a
Correct. That is authorization means whatever the I mean, let us say you will be having some different n number of departments in your enterprise, right?
yeah. Okay.
R&D department or quality department, production department. So all the department users which are from Australia region, they can only able to access the specification. Apart from that, the other region people or from the another department people will be not able to access the specification. Here we are only defining the validity area. There we are defining the authorization. Okay. So if you want, let us say R&D department, you just want to give the access for Australia region. So here you will mention Australia, and there you will mention the R&D department in the authorization field.
Gotcha.
So it can be restricted to the Australia region for R&D department. That's it. So I hope it is clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now I will come to identifier. Okay, so what do you think? Like, what is identifier? Like from the word identifier. Uh, any guesses?
Or identifier? No guess here. No.
Okay, so identifier is nothing but the short description of the specification. Okay,
Okay.
it can be anything. It can be free text, it can be alphabeticals, it can be a combination of alphabetical and numerics, it can be anything, it can be special characters, it can be anything. Okay, so if I define identifier in a simple words, then I would say like identifier is nothing but a free text. Okay, it can be anything, it can be combination of alphanumeric, it can be combination of special character, it can be only numbers, it can be only alphabets, it can be anything. Okay, so which we are going to define the short description of the specification.
Okay.
Okay, so if you are going to create a new specification for our testing, you can simply put identifier as test underscore Philip SAP PLM
Yeah.
training, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Gotcha.
yeah, so that in future if you want to search your that specification, so by using identifier criteria you can easily search that specification. So that is the main purpose of it.
Understood.
Yeah, so now we'll go to reference tab. Okay, so like okay, as a part of standard SAP, they have introduced this particular tab. So only use of this particular tab is you can take a reference of already created specification. Okay, and by taking the reference of already creating existing specification in the system, you can get the data of that similar specification in the system.
Gotcha.
Only take a reference for only reference purpose. We are using this one, but as of now I have not used this particular tab in any of my projects, so this is just for standard thing they have added, but we are not usually using this tab.
References.
Yeah, references.
Okay.
So instead of references we are using relationship. I will tell you later why, what is there in the relationship tab. Okay, material assignment. So definitely, if we're talking about specification, we'll be having some materials and plants, right? Combination of material and plants. So that we need to mention over here, like material number in the first column, then material description in the second column, and then plant name, and then plant name description. Okay. So these are all the things we need to mention over here, like material and plant combination. Okay, whatever the material we will be having with respect to this particular specification, and the we need to mention the material number with their plant description. So these are all the things we are maintaining in material assignment tab. Okay, I will come
So
to the
it
next.
could be
Yeah, yeah.
multiple. It could be multiple.
Yeah. It could be multiple. It could be
No,
multiple.
this is just for multiple materials. Okay.
Yeah. See the material. I mean, in a single plant, you will be having n number of materials. Correct. And vice versa,
Yeah.
you should not have n number of plants for single material. Correct. You will be having n number of materials in a single plant. Correct. So you can maintain number of material over here, and then their description, but the plant description should be same. It should not be changed. Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So whatever the material relevant things and plant relevant things we are going to maintain in the material assignment tab. Then we have status transition. I mean, as I said earlier, SAP has provided us provision wherein we can define the different level of statuses, like in development, in process, release, review, validation, anything you can mention over here. Okay, I mean that is a configurable. n number of statuses you can define in the configuration setting as per your business requirement. Okay, just remember one thing whenever we are talking about status management. So we'll be having some different level of statuses like the development, release for review, validation completed or review, and
Yep,
then
yep,
approved, and then released or ready for release, and then released finally. Okay,
yep,
so these are all the things we'll be having under statuses. Now I will come to the last and very important part, or you can say the tab in specification workbench, that is relationships. Okay, so for example, I will tell you what is relationship tab and what it is doing. So for example, let us say you are having 10 specification, already existing specification you have in the system. Let us say raw material specification you have. Okay,
yep,
and as a part of some another project you want to create the some another 10 specification with the similar data whatever you are having for the existing 10 specification. So it is not advisable to go one by one into all the 10 specification and copy all the data from there to the new specification, right? So for that purpose, SAP has provided us provision wherein we can inherit the data, whatever the data we have in the existing state specification, we can simply copy
yep,
that data and we can have that same data in the newly created specification. Okay. So if you see here property tree, these are the property tree, specification property tree, the left hand side. Whatever the data we have in this property tree and whatever data we have at the spec level, so that all data will get inherited to the new specification. Okay, so our job will get will be easy in that way if we use this inheritance functionality, right? So simply we need to put here the inheritance from what is the source specification we have, that we need to put over here, and that data, I mean whatever
yep,
the
copy
specification,
paste.
yeah, whatever the data will be populated in the new specification, that specification ID we need to put over here, and we just need to click on save. So all that data will get inherited to the new specification. Okay, so this is the
Okay,
important
okay.
functionality. So one more thing I would like to tell you over here related to this inheritance functionality. This is very important functionality as a part of spec management. So I will tell you. Okay, I will come back and I will go to specification. Here if you see we have inheritance from source, display templates, edit template. So if I go to display templates, we are having different inheritance templates over here. Okay, so if you see here, uh, okay, so these are the different templates we are having in test system. Okay, different inheritance templates, all physical chemical properties, pharmaceutical data transfer, exact SSC standard. So 7 8, I think nine, yeah, nine different inheritance templates we have, okay, here in test system. So by using this test template, we are ensuring that whatever the data or whatever the parameters which we need to copy from one spec to another specification, that is getting inherited properly or not. So that all the things we are managing from here, from this particular inheritance template. I hope it is clear, right?
So where are these inheritance templates? These are where are these where are the inheriting templates? We creating them or they are
Yeah. See, I will tell you. Mm, Inheritance templates means, see, I mean, whenever we are configuring the SAP system now, so we are having one setting wherein we are in defining the different inheritance template as per the business requirement. Okay, so at the initial time, we only define this inheritance template as per the business requirement, and later on, if we add a new specification type or new properties into the specification type, different specification type, therein at that time we need to what you can say, we need to update this inheritance templates. Okay, so that
okay.
all the new data will get updated in inheritance template accordingly. We can able to see the updated information in our specification, updated specification property tree. Okay. This is how it looks like,
And
wherein you will be having rating and then description, validation, area category, validity area. This is how it looks like. I mean the structure of inheritance template.
okay, okay, all got you.
Yeah,
Rating, yeah, okay, okay.
yeah. So that we will discuss when we go to the, I mean, configuration part. We'll be discussing tomorrow. In our tomorrow session, we'll be discussing all the configuration settings. Okay. So at that time, we'll be discussing on this part. Like now, today's top agenda is only discussing, only having idea on the detailed idea on the specification CG to be the transaction screens and what are the different like significance of the different tabs which we are having under the specification management.
Gotcha.
Okay, like
Okay, okay.
that's the only agenda of today's session.
So,
Like if
no,
you
no,
see
that's
here,
good. So all I have is two questions. Can you
y-
take me through the IMG?
yeah, sure. That tomorrow we'll be discussing. No, at that time maybe you can raise this thing, and I will show you where we are having this settings like in SAP IMG. You are just asking me like you just want to see the CG0 to BD screen in by using that path IMG path, right?
Yeah, so that way I can find navigate myself on my server and at least
Uh,
and at least be prepared for you for tomorrow.
okay, no issues. So you want me to show me now itself?
Yeah, you mind?
Okay, okay, no issues. I will show you. SPRO. First of all, you go to SPRO.
Well, you have to get out of here, right?
No. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah. So, okay. So what I will do is you can just go to environment health safety here in wherein you can
Okay.
get the directly you can get that this thing. You go to product safety
Yeah.
and product safety specification workbench is there. Just a minute, just a minute. Yeah. See if you see environment EHS, SCP reference IMG, SPRO, SCP reference IMG, then basic EHS, basic settings,
EHS.
specification management, workbench. So if you
Gotcha.
see here,
Okay. Yeah. So it's in the EHS
yeah,
module. All right. Fair. Fair.
yeah. So it's in EHS, okay.
Yeah. Got it. Got
Yeah,
it.
workbench. Then you can check the specification. Okay, management, specific foundation system. Yeah. So here you can get all the specification relevant information. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I found my way. I found my way there.
yeah. And
I
also,
just want to become familiar so that way when we speak tomorrow, I can understand better, right? I have
yeah,
to.
correct. And also you can follow this path also. This is our proper path like logistic general, PLM, okay, product lifecycle management. Then we'll be having recipe management here. Sorry, PLM web user interface.
Where's the recipe manager?
No, logistic general,
Oh, logistic. Yeah.
and PLM, and then PLM web user interface, and then we'll be having recipe development last option there.
Yeah.
And then in that we'll be having specification management, wherein we'll be having this particular transaction like basic settings.
Oh, so
Okay.
it's not an EHS. It's in PLM.
PLM. Yeah.
Or are they related?
No, so as you remember in yesterday's session, I told you, right, the product safety part, it is in common between both the models, EHS and PLM. Okay.
So the yeah yeah.
Yeah, so this
So
is the things which is in common in both the modules, EHS and PLM. Okay.
but what you just went through was through the EHS module. The class
Yeah.
today, what you showed me today was what's in